My name is Victor Idakoji. I'm speaking to you from Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. I am the coordinator of the Perspective on the World Christian Movement in Nigeria. I started coordinating the Perspective training in 2016. The Perspective in Nigeria is 22 years. We started in 2002, and as at today, we have trained over 14,000 church leaders and missionaries in Nigeria. There are several mission organizations that are members of Nigeria Evangelical Missions Association. The network has a membership of about 180 mission agencies and churches which have accepted the Perspective training. And we have gone into several churches and denominations to train their church leaders from the top to the church leaders in the various parishes to embrace the mission of God in Nigeria and to embrace focusing on the unreached people groups. The Anglican Communion in Nigeria is currently the largest Anglican communion in the world. And because of that, there are several dioceses with several parishes in thousands. From the primate of the Anglican Diocese of Nigeria to many of the bishops in the various Anglican dioceses in Nigeria, Perspective has been accepted. I personally took over the leadership of the Perspective training in Nigeria in 2016. And that was when we, first of all, at that time, I joined the team with the Executive Secretary of NEMA, Mike Adigbile, to go to Enugu to train the priest of the Anglican Diocese of Enugu North, with Bishop Sosthenes Eze as the bishop of the diocese. He directed many of their priests to come. And since then, Enugu and its environs have been doing so well in ministering to Fulani and Hausa diaspora people who have moved from northern part of Nigeria into Enugu and the southeast of Nigeria. We have also made a very successful entrance into the Anglican Diocese of Ogoni in Rivers State. Bishop Solomon Beregbara is the bishop, and the missions director of the diocese, Sir Hope Ibo, approached us when he got in touch with my friend in Calabar. They sent about 30 of their priests from the venerables to the canons into Calabar for us to train them in 2017. And after the training, they decided to approach the bishop to agree to host us in Ogoni. We went to Ogoni land, and from one parish to the other, we have trained over 800 leaders of the Anglican Diocese of Ogoni. One of the trainings that came out of that led to their focus on evangelizing the Muslim diaspora people who have moved into the south of Nigeria. Today, they have several outreaches to the Muslims who are among them as business people, and they have been able to set up discipleship center that are now led by Muslim background believers who are converts from the north, and they are bringing many of them to Christ. There are several centers in the south now where churches have been opened specifically for Hausa-speaking Muslim background believers. And that is out of what we have done in Perspectives. And because of the success we were having with the Anglican Diocese of Ogoni, they also contacted the Anglican Diocese of Iche, both in Rivers State, and they decided to host Perspective in 2018. So we also trained over 40 of the priests of the Anglican Diocese of Eche in Rivers State. We've been able to also train some leaders of the Anglican Diocese of Zaria in the northwest of Nigeria. And today, we have over 1,600 Anglican leaders in Nigeria that have been trained in perspective on the world Christian movement. And one of the testimonies from the bishop of the Anglican Diocese of Ogoni is that many of the priests who were complaining, who were protesting when they are posted to rural churches to go and pastor in rural areas, are now the one coming to apply and insist that they want to be posted to rural areas where the gospel has not reached in some of the villages, so that they can encourage the least reached people in their diocese to be able to embrace the gospel. This is the story of the impact of perspective on the Anglican Diocese and the Anglican Communion in Nigeria. Thank you.